I, I
Hola, ¿cómo andan? No conseguí otro lugar que no fuera el sol. Horrible el sol, pero bueno. Estamos saliendo ahora en Facebook. Voy a verificar que estoy saliendo en Instagram. Acá abajo. Dice, no, bueno, tiene que estar aquí. Si no, apoyate en algún lado, si no vas a temblar mucho, ¿no? Si no, apoyate.
no la.
Bueno, acá estamos en Facebook y estamos en Instagram. ¿Y dónde estamos? En Florida, en Coconut Creek, USA. Y hoy les voy a contar cómo es que llegué acá, cómo que llegué a cómo es que llegué al fantástico lugar. Hello everybody, I'm Mali Vitale and I'm here in Florida, USA. I've been here around about more or less 3 months, and I will tell you how it is that I got here. In this time that I was visiting the US in this area, I get to know a lot of people because it happens that here, at least around this area, everybody when you walk on the street or when you go to the beach, they usually smile and say hello, and I was not used to that. I was all over the world. I lived in Poland, in Colombia, some places in Argentina. I lived in the Netherlands, and I spoke many languages, and now I'm starting with English in my life, and I never saw this phenomenon, sympathetic and smiling to me at the street. So that's how it started, because people started to ask me out of nowhere, what do I do in life, and what do I do for a living? And I always have to say that I don't do this for a living, not at all. I'm fulfilling my dream. I'm fulfilling my passion. And what is my passion about? Well, I will tell you in some moments. In the meanwhile, I will tell you that people started asking me in which way this that I teach or I guide to do would help them in their lives, and how. And that's how I got involved with which are the obstacles, problems in life of people here in this culture. And after a while, I realized that because of my language, I didn't access to many other people in other English-speaking countries. Although I already gave courses and sessions and consults to people of Australia and Canada and US, but so I decided that it was going to be much more intimate or close if all my information and all that I use in my activity would be given in English. So here I am, and today I'm starting up, launching malivitalia.com in English. That means that I will be, I already have my website in English if you want to access, or you can go into my also into my YouTube channel, and you will find Mali Vitale English and Mali Vitale USA. Why USA? Because then if somebody is around here or people gather and they want to know about what I'm going to talk to you about now, then they can also ask me for a chat or a talk. Okay, so what is that I do? What is that I do? What I do is to guide you, to help people, to walk through their path in life, to get to fulfill their deepest purpose, to get to develop their potential, to get to make their talents be active in life. And what does that help for? Well, I am helping people, for example, to get to play polo better. I myself got to play tennis better, even win the matches, but playing my best tennis. So to play better the guitar, because they are using more the intuition and less the reasoning to learn. I help people, for example, when they are going through divorce or an obstacle in life, like they are going to do an exam, or they are going, for example, or they get nervous when they speak in public, or for example, I have so many cases, but or for example, people that don't find the deepest meaning and they feel a little bit lost. So I work for them like facilitator. I work with them by the hand. And I really get lots of messages telling me of how quickly all these practice we make together work. Because immediately they would say like, wow, I feel my life is easy now. I feel like it's easier, not easy now, but it's easier, it's getting easier, it's getting lighter. I can go through difficult situations in an easier way. Like I don't care that much or charge negative emotions that much like before. And that helps me to be more objective and to dare to go through difficult situations in which I would be frightened before, you know? So, my courses has to do with emotional intelligence, with abundance, and also with handle your quantum double. But you can call it also energetic double, or you can call it my other me. It's me, and in another way of processing information, or it's me and my intuition. There are so many ways to call it. I will simplify it by calling it my quickest processor, or my quantum double. Work is based on the lattice in quantum physics, in unfolding of time theory of Jean-Pierre Garnier, about the relativity of space-time, about how your perception works. And when your perception is quicker, when we are talking about energetic body, then you really have an advantage. I help you to take shortcuts in life. And how is that? How is that? Well, to make it very easy, I was just yesterday at night, I was using my dreams, and that's what I do sometimes. I use my dreams to find answers that doesn't come from the reasoning, but comes from a quicker way of processing information, and that happens at night, and also in every second we have a kind of acceleration of our brain, where we can get much more information of our environment. So I use those temporal windows or openings to find answers. And what it appears to me is to explain how does this me and me work. Because it's you yourself in another space-time processing quicker. Like if you were using Google Lens to find information, and when you are navigating, so you will not go to a dictionary and try to find it out in the paper of the dictionary, what is the word you are looking for. I mean, you start looking up in your cell phone, in your computer, and that is taking a shortcut. Well, what about if I told you that processor, that navigator, it's in that capacity is able in your mind, if you learn how to use it, if you learn how to use the language of intuition, if you learn how to recognize instincts and survival programs. So what I help you to do is to learn about yourself, to learn how to use your brain, to learn how to use more of your abilities of perception, how to train your attention. That is the main thing I do. I train your attention. You go to the gym and you train your muscles. You do sports, you train you train yourself for sports. You do new exercise that will come out of automatic. Well, I do the same, but with attention. I train your attention so as your daily perception is not all the time in the same thoughts, but you can start putting attention to other aspects of your mind. That will be like every time you will be thinking negative thoughts or even positive thoughts, because people sometimes they come here and say, oh well, I will be positive about this negative thought. No, it's not about getting a positive against a negative. That doesn't work properly. That's that's going to generate a new negative if you become positive. So the idea is that you become objective, you become neutral, you become impartial about things. And that's why sometimes one of the first exercises I invite people to do is like to take a paper and then write in the paper every single judgment they have during the day. And you cannot imagine, you cannot even put it in your pocket. There are so many. And then if you start reviewing those judgments, you will discover that many of them are making your identity, your virtual identity, just like a memory in your mind, your identity. So nowadays, because of what we are living, this change of paradigm and these difficulties we have every day new, you need to be more flexible. You need to be more compassionate. You need to have more compassion with yourself and with your identity, and not be so rigid or to have a crystallized identity anymore. You need a flexible, functional identity to be able to always be in the present with these new issues that are appearing every day, and new restrictions to freedom or to our mind, or too much information. So the invitation is always to come into yourself, and I will help you to find your own compass in life, to find your own direction, your north. How do we do that? Like finding space where you can be in peace, like with very simple exercises, like putting your attention in your breath, in your breath, in your breath, my French, my English, and this part of your body, and observing this breath come in and come out. Or for example, using your two hemispheres, brain hemispheres, and do exercises, left, right, or drawing a line in between, and going up and down. And that kind of movement of the eyes, or when you are activating left and right side, will make this new equilibrium or this balance to the memory or the values and beliefs you have kept in your right brain, and help them to get in order and to get a new significance with the left side. But that is all based in these neuroscience discoveries about how the perception works and how the attention works. But to make it simple, I will tell you a very short, we say in Spanish, parabola, or a very short example that is very symbolic. If you are being aware that you yourself in the daily life are using your brain to perceive the environment, and your brain is trained to put the attention in all those things that help you to survive, to be keeping your physical body in space-time the longer as you can, then you can teach also your brain to be putting the attention to another aspect. That would be your intuition. And everybody knows what intuition is, because we have it since we are born. It's innate, it's natural. So Intuition has to do with this sensation of knowing that you know, but it's something that you feel, but it's not rational. And why it's not rational? Because it comes from another speed of processing. I mean, it comes through the water in your body in contact with the environment. Like, this is quantum physics, and it has been proved that our intentions are affecting at subatomic level subatomic particles. So when you think a lot about something in a negative way, then you make this particle collapse, and then maybe at a certain time you even may feel it in your body. Like, for example, why don't you think about what you would love to eat now? Is there anything or something you would love to do besides listening to me, of course? Then maybe after a while, maybe 20 seconds, you will start feeling like a reaction, a chemical reaction. Like, if I think, oh, I didn't eat anything for breakfast, and I would love to eat this croissant in my mouth, my muscles, or my, I feel like saliva, I would say in Spanish, like some watering in my mouth. And that means that because of you keeping an image in your mind, you have a kind of synapses, or you have a kind of chemical or hormone reaction in your body. So if you keep this in time, maybe you even have a reaction in your stomach. So then you can see 3 levels of unfolding of time perception. I mean, you have an image, then you have the emotion that is like the flavor of that image, the flavor of that croissant I want to eat. Then I have the chemical reaction, and it's more perceptible. And then you have this pain in your stomach, and that will be very much perceptible. So if you change your thoughts, in a way, you change your reality. And that's what I train, where to means that if you just try to attract things to your life with your thoughts, it will work. But I go a little bit further than that. What I also will guide you is to first connect your deepest purpose. What is the sense of attracting things to your life and getting what you know if you don't have the big path, a big direction that will guide you to be every day a little bit a better self, to be every day a little bit more of you, out of you, with your potential and talent, and to end up maybe doing the activity you love instead of working. Why not? I mean, abundance is everywhere. You attract it when you go. You get in a higher frequency. When you are in a higher frequency, everything will have an order around you. Will get in order around you. If you are in the center of a tornado, of a storm, we have very much tornadoes here. So first get in contact with your deepest purpose, with what you love doing, and then start using this training of the brain to order your life, to make it more peaceful, to be more balanced, more equilibrium. So if you consider that you are the one during the day having this rational perception, using instruments and tools to handle your everyday life to survive, you also have this other perception of a deeper feeling that is asking, why am I here? Why am I alive? Is there any purpose in my life? How can I develop that? How can I get more like in touch with that feeling, to get it more concrete and materialized? So if you imagine that you are at the bottom of a mountain, and your other you, or your quantum double, or this, the one that is perceiving in a higher speed, is on top of the mountain, is at the peak. So you are two all the time. That's what they get to know by the unfolding of time theory. Yeah, we are two all the time. The physical body and the energetic body. The energetic body has a physical body, and the physical body has an energetic body, processing in high speed to help me to survive, to make this exchange with environment all the time. Quick information, yes? So then, if I'm at the bottom of a mountain and I will ask to the one up outside, to me myself, what would be this kind of shortcut to get up? How can I deal with this huge rock on my way, with this block road? Or how can I cross this river in a way that I don't die, and in a way that I can get to see my life more from the top, to be able to have a broader perspective or a wider perspective of my life. Then the one up there will tell me, hey, you, hey, me, be aware, because there is a kind of dangerous animals around there. You should stop on the floor, just in case. And that we receive it maybe by instinct. Yes, if it comes from the past, from the memory of all these programs that help us to survive, it comes from the past. Or maybe it says, oh, just follow that road. It has a kind of good feeling. So that would be intuition that comes from a quick perception of all these futures that we haven't yet lived, that we haven't yet rational mind. Oh Jesus, I found so many people that wouldn't listen to their intuition more, because they are like so much proud of their rational mind. And that's the most difficult thing to put in doubt, or to make an introspection about, because that's what they make, that is what they make them strong enough, and it makes them proud, and it makes their identity. So to be able to be vulnerable, to be able to navigate or sail uncertainty is one of the things you should be ready to do if you start with these courses of how to use your double energetic body, on how to use your intuition and learn the language of intuition. Because what it comes is uncertainty, and you will have this sensation that you didn't do this before. What it comes is like unknown, and that is a little bit tricky. No? It freaks you out. So I help you by the hand, by your side, be more confident to come over those obstacles. And this confidence is fantastic, because you get more confident in life in general. You get more sure of yourself and self-assured, and from that confidence you start trying new things. Like, what if I start playing the guitar again? I also keep helping people even to play the guitar better. They're in Asia, for example, and I'm helping people to play polo better by using their intuition in France or in the States. And people in Spain that suddenly want to deal with their mother's death, and they are very much, the life is like sad, and how to get happy again. So when you start dealing with your emotions, that's why I did a new course called Emotional Intelligence, and you start handling your emotions better, then you start feeling better, feeling more confident on yourself, because you know, whatever happens to me in life, if I try new things and negative emotions, anxiety or frightened comes to my life, if those negative emotions are active, then I know how to deal with them. I know how to sail them. So, coming back to the example of the mountain, I think that is a very nice message to leave you, that you can all the time imagine yourself. You are observing yourself from the peak of the mountain. That will give you a wider perspective of your life. You will not be drowning in very small conflicts of everyday life. And that means you will be more in contact with nature, more in contact with your intuition, and with your wise side of your identity, and you can guide your physical body, the one that is listening all the time, to be playing together with you. So you are using both the attention you have in your intuition and alternating it with everyday survival instinct or everyday rational mind that help you to deal with things. And you will notice that little by little you start to change a lot. You start to change a lot. I want to thank all the people that are saying hello. There are a lot from many countries. They are telling me from what country? From the USA there are a lot, and from Argentina, and Mexico, and Spain, and well, many others. But I say hello. I cannot now answer your. Well, maybe the camera person can answer my hello. And I thank you a lot because you gave me a lot of support and you give me meaning. You give me meaning to continue doing this, even in difficult times, in hard times. You know what happens sometimes to me when I'm feeling sad or when I'm not feeling very good, and suddenly I have to do the session or a course. What happens is that when I finish the course or I finish the session, I feel so much better. It's like the energy comes back to me because I'm doing what I love, and that is, I mean, unbelievable. It's unbelievable nice, unbelievable nice. And that's why I designed some courses online in which you can do straight away, but they are in Spanish still, but some of them are already in English. But if not, the courses can be given online, all around the world, all over the world. And the session consists in 1 or 1.5 hours of these talk videos and exercises, and you telling me your personal situation if you want, so I can guide you better. And videos will guide you as well, that I can send you, for example. So all this is your disposal, but also I have some free videos in YouTube. I have more than 120 videos or something like that. And we are more than 15,000 subscribers in YouTube. That's a lot. Well, I'm about to reach that number, so I would love if you could help me. But now, because I opened this new channel, Mali Vitale in English, and Mali Vitale USA, oh my God, there is a squirrel there. Can you show it? And our dog, Camila. Well, that is in Instagram. We cannot move the picture live, so you will have to check it in Instagram. The squirrel. So, well, I forgot. So you can get into my website, malivitale.com in English, and there you will find, and that's a surprise, a way of getting in contact with me, info@malivitale.com. There is a form here you can fill in, and you can have a free consult. And I also say for the job or a free conference, and so you can have here a presence. I can be in presence, and sometimes in Argentina. So you never know where I'm going to be at that time. It depends. We never know these days. So that would be a way of getting in touch via YouTube, via Instagram, via Facebook, and via my website. If you subscribe to my website, you will receive, for now, Spanish newsletters, but we try putting some English videos in my newsletter as well, if you subscribe. And you can also subscribe to notifications of the website. New subjects or issues to be taught. And one thing that nowadays putting more attention is to how to create your own reality, how to use your creativity, and that is very much easier now than before, because of this end of a cycle, of a solar cycle, and the solar explosions, it's proof that we can have a more quicker perception in our brain that is connected with the environment. Some new abilities are awakening, and we can have a quicker change of perception. And maybe you are even feeling that sensation later. And so we will work very much with belief, very much with reviewing your values and your beliefs and handling your emotions. So I invite you to contact me, and I will really, I would very much love to show you a beautiful life that we create, the beautiful life that you create and we create every day in such a way that you again can wake up with a smile every single morning. It's not that I can do it for sure every day, but I learned a lot from the very kind of difficulties to wake up happy, to be able to wake up happy almost every day, and how to go to sleep in a way that you will change the way that you dream, but that is important thing that happens at night to create your next day and to wake up in peace, in harmony. And I send you a big hug here, and soon I will be back in Argentina, and well, you never know when I'm going to be back here again, so take advantage, and I hope we can meet. Now I'm going to go around and check if there are any questions, and thank you for being here and supporting.